Hey guys, I just wanted to make a kind of channel update video so that we can talk about the current state of the channel as well as what the future holds. If you are just finding the channel now, welcome. The main point of this channel is to dive into the history of feudal Japan. Most importantly, Japan's age of warring states, known as the Sengoku Jidai. I also put out other samurai related videos, like samurai video game reviews and classic samurai film reviews. I hope you find videos on this channel to be informative, interesting, and entertaining. Now, for the rest of you, as the title says, I'll be taking a brief break from making videos for a little while, and that is because I'm actually moving to Japan for a job teaching English. And no, I didn't actually go to school for English teaching. In fact, I started out going for filmmaking, but eventually ended up with a degree in history. For the past 3 years, I have been working in a somewhat educational position at a living history museum here in the United States. But of course, the ultimate goal with my focus in Japanese history is to get over to Japan. Thus, having experience as an educator, I feel like taking a job as an educator in Japan will be the proper next step, as I also hope it will help me better immerse myself in the language and culture of the country firsthand. However, once I am settled in and in the swing of things, I will get back to working on putting out my regularly scheduled content. However, I don't know how long that will take. It may be a few weeks, it may even be a month, I just don't know yet. But have no fear, the channel isn't going anywhere, and I fully intend to get back to putting out videos as quick as possible. I am still debating whether or not I will try to keep up with the channel's social media during the downtime, which both links for the channel's Facebook and Twitter can be found in the description of this and every other video. During the downtime, I probably will continue my regular posts on social media, but I still have yet to see how busy things are going to be for me. The biggest thing that you should do if you really want to stay up to date is to hit that notification bell if you haven't done that already, so that when I do get back to putting out videos, you will know immediately. So, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the current state of the channel. Back in January, we reached 1,000 subscribers, and just 2 months later now, we've hit 2,000. That seriously blows my mind. I want to thank all of you who have subscribed and continue to support this content, especially those of you who have been with me since all the way back in the beginning. I don't know if I would have continued making content if it wasn't for everyone who has come out and shared their encouraging words and feedback on my videos. It's you guys, this community we have created, that keep me going, besides just my love for the history of feudal Japan. I have had some people ask me about getting a Patreon going, but as of right now, I do not have any plans to set one up. I may in the future, but as of right now, I don't know yet. It's just one of those things where only time will tell. I can now apply for monetization through YouTube, but I have decided to wait on that. Not only because I know ads are annoying, but also, being a small YouTuber, I'm not going to be making much, and I also don't want to turn away new viewers with stupid ads. That is something I'll probably consider doing once I have a few more thousand subscribers. There is also the fact though that from what I've heard, history YouTube channels don't really make any money. Basically, and please, if you know more, correct me in the comments section, but due to YouTube's algorithm, it doesn't like content that covers touchy subjects. Things like war and conflict. This leads to videos being partially demonetized or brands just not wanting their ads running over your videos. A fine example of this is the Great War YouTube channel, which if you haven't checked them out yet, they make simply amazing videos talking about the First World War. Unfortunately, YouTube has been demonetizing just tons of their videos because of their subject matter. This is really bad because it hurts not only educational but historical content. But still, with that said, I am of course curious how that would look in terms of this channel. How many of the videos I put out would be immediately demonetized? And if it turns out that pretty much all of my content is demonetized, then that is the scenario where I might start to consider setting up a Patreon. But once again, I don't have any plans to monetize for a while yet. Now, in terms of content, what does the future have in store? So far, I have been able to put out videos in every form that I wanted to when I first started out. Not only in the form of history videos, but also in terms of my film reviews and game reviews. In the future, the biggest, most important thing is finishing the Sengoku Jidai series. There is still plenty more to come, as we still need to make it through many more major battles. The reunification of Japan, the Imjin War, and the final siege of Osaka. Once we get through that, roughly 40 more years of the Sengoku Jidai, then we will be moving on to the Edo period. Other than that, there are still tons of video games and films I have yet to review. Games like Nioh and Sekiro are both high on my list, although you will need to be patient with me on those, as I will not be bringing my PS4 with me to Japan. So unless I pick one up there, it may be a while before those reviews get out, unless I just bite the bullet and pick them up for PC. The same also goes for Ghost of Tsushima, yet as of right now, there is no planned PC release. I have also been playing around with the idea of making Let's Plays for games I have already reviewed, which could be pretty fun. In terms of film reviews, I still want to continue making reviews about films set during the Sengoku Jidai before I move on to Edo period films. I am not sure what the order is going to be like, but 2 reviews you can definitely expect down the line before we fully move into the Edo period are reviews of the TV miniseries Shogun and a review of the famous Samurai trilogy starring Toshiro Mifune as Miyamoto Musashi. The Samurai trilogy is sort of a transitionary piece, which begins during the Sengoku Jidai, yet ends way into the Edo period. As far as extra samurai history videos are concerned, we've really only scratched the surface. There are so many more topics I wish to dive into. Things like weaponry, castles, ashigaru, and clan muns are all on the list. The first 2 extra samurai history videos I made weren't exactly that popular, but the third one I put out, the one on the history of samurai armor, that one really blew up out of nowhere. So I actually might see myself trying to make a bit more of these extra samurai history videos more frequently. And if you are one of the new subscribers just joining the channel now after watching the History of Samurai Armor video that I put out, I want to once again extend another welcome to you. I hope there's plenty of videos on the channel that will interest you. But getting into other topics I plan on getting into regarding extra samurai history videos, I eventually plan on doing full clan history videos, going from the origins of certain clans to their end. I may even do this with key important samurai figures. However, there is a good chance I may not start making those until after we finish the Sengoku Jidai series. I think that is a good threshold to cross before we start diving back into the history of many of the period's most important clans or figures. I also want to make more top 10 lists, as typical as they are for YouTube. I think they are extremely fun to make, and I love hearing your feedback and opinions on what you think the list should look like. I have several more ideas on other interesting samurai top 10s that we can get into, so expect more of those. On a final note, I just want to talk a little more about social media along with YouTube community posts. If you have been following me on social media, the 2 main things I try to post on a regular basis are my video updates every Tuesday and my samurai spotlights every Saturday. I post these on both my Twitter and Facebook. Once again, the links are in the description. The reason I haven't really been posting much yet using YouTube's community post system is because I actually wasn't even allowed to until just recently, after the channel hit over 1,000 subscribers. However, even then I still think I'm going to keep my Samurai Spotlight posts just on my Facebook and Twitter. And that's because I've seen advice from other YouTubers that a channel's social media shouldn't all just be video posts, and that there needs to be something else. Another standout reason why people should follow a YouTube channel on social media. I do want to use the YouTube community post system for other cool stuff though, like viewer polls and video updates. I may change my mind about this all in the future, but we'll see. Alright, so that's everything out of the way. Once again, I want to say thank you to all of you who have helped the channel get this far. If you have any questions or comments about anything I talked about in the video, please drop a comment below. I will try to get back to as many as I can. And just a final reminder about that notification bell. If you want to be updated the second I start posting videos again, please ring that bell so that you can know right away. But anyways, thank you for watching this and thank you all for your continued support. I'll hopefully see you all again very soon.